for our little ND, I need to get the saying letters off by that, NSDR little sleep intention meditation that we did for Meditation Monday. We pulled this card here, which was Fours Red Black Dragon. Fours Red Black and Gold Dragon. So protects you in times of change, a time of rapid transformation and transition. Relax and be safe. I thought I'd do a quick read on the card separate from that meditation, so it broke it down. So straight away, even, and I thought I might as well even title the video this is times of change. This is, everyone keeps saying this is a great time of change and shifts and transitions and transformations, but this is a deeply profound transformative time, if I can spit it out. So know that you are protected. These changes are for the better. They are in your best interest. That all the things that are coming up right now that are being shown to you, so I did a little post on my Facebook and was saying about some of the influences that are happening, and I think it's pronounced the names of these astrological events. The Gemini's meteor shower, which is a storm that was peaking Saturday, so that this is great to work with dream work, which is why I had this theme for this full moon in Gemini that we just had on Sunday. Gemini has this duality. It's very much of the mind. We're coming out of the Mercury retrograde, but you've got this sort of theme of coming out of the surface level of the duality and going deep into your own duality, your masculinity, your femininity, or even that you can see these themes playing out there in the world. But on terms of spirituality and energetics, it's the balance and having that balance and the communication, the mind, frequency. It's also technology, all associated with all these things at the moment. But we had Vestal Virgin, so that there's links with this, but this energy is very much the fire, our inner fire, our purpose. So if we're not on purpose, it's almost, and I get this image in my head of Clash of the Titans, the movie, where they're literally picking up the pieces on a chessboard and moving the pieces around. It's that kind of energy. Things are being put in place for transition, for people to go through their own transitions of their soul purpose. This is their passion, their job, not physical transformations. That's where there's a confusion on surface level stuff, because it's about going beyond that and being in balance of the right and left plane rather than one or t'other. Transformation, there's this kind of fear of change that's on the precipice, this knowing when you're in that state of the fire, of your fire. So that's one of the things. What was the other? Was Eugia. Oh God, what did I say? I said about Geminites is to do with the dreams. That was about deep healing and transformation as well. So this is a time that we can go down into that inner child. We can go not on the surface level of, yeah, okay, when I was a kid this happened, now I'm kind of going through this. This is going further than that. This is going past life. This is like, okay, now I get it, that past life situation has mirrored in this life, and that's why in this life I feel so compelled to do this. So in that remembering, which lots of people that view these things are very much in line with, whether you are or not, think of it in terms of this life, if not, and how things are shifting. You are like snakes shedding the skins of the old you, becoming and birthing the fire that's birthing. It's burning away those old vestiges of who you thought you were, the things that thought were important, and then realizing actually that's not so important. Really, when it comes to this core, this pit, this is what matters to me. And it's not black and white. it's black and gold. It's the gold fire. It's that central sun coming in, very feminine, Sophia dragon energy coming in. And then you've got the black and the red. The red is the Kundalini energy. That's that Kundalini of Jia. It's going up from the spine. It's rooted in creation, sexuality, divine sexuality. So no longer will surface relationships be any great. There's got to be a deeper meaning when you're creating a life. It's more about that. It's like we're creating a life, creating a project, utilizing that energy for the purpose, for joy, for the good of humanity. There's that coming up as well. And the black is, to me, it's the Black Cat Guardian Order, is the sacred space, having space for that, whether it's when you come in together in union with a partner, with a friendship, with a relationship, with a project. But it's having a sense of knowing the importance of the little actions that we take. Big stuff, so big changes, and that can bring up on the back of that this apprehension and fear. And so the message here is relax, you are safe. Know that actually when you are riding those waves, you're not drowning, that those big waves can take you far. It's when you're resisting, when you're trying to fight against, that's when we drown, rather than allowing the energy itself to push us along to where we're meant to be going, rather than battling against, fighting against. Now, that doesn't mean that you just give in to other people's energy being if they are fighting against. What it does mean is you utilize the manifestation by being in alignment, and that knowledge, that awareness, that wisdom of knowing when you're in alignment of yourself, with yourself, in your highest expression, whatever you choose to call that, whether it's a connection to the divine, to goddess, universe, source, multi-dimensional beings, all expressions of one and the same thing, in my opinion. Frequency is the way I like to think of it, just to bring it back down, to ground it and root it in a little bit more. It's going beyond the ego of it has to fit this box, because we're moving into the Aquarian age. There are so many expressions, they're multi-aspects, multifaceted, multi-dimensional, and we're being set up, and our brains are being set up for this. So even our view of what we think the brain should be, it's not about what we should be doing, it's what we could be doing and how it can expand. And also how it's already expanded, and what our view of, like, we like, oh, that doesn't fit this, we've got to put it into that, so we call it this, and so many letters of that, and blah 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 blah, etc etc etc. It's going to smash all of those perceptions. It's going beyond our own perception of what reality is. But because this goes deep, this goes into your sacred aspects of the feminine and the masculine, and in the balance, intertwining in that Kundalini rising energy. So that's it. That's that one card. I thought I would just elaborate a little bit more, because obviously there was a lot there to get into. Anything else coming up? The red, the black. The black, obviously, to me, it's that representation of what I call the Black Cat Guardian Order. They are an expression of the sacred, holding space. When you are in a sacred space, in essence, holding space for others, holding space when you're off astro projecting, when you're out kind of doing other stuff, or even outside of yourself, in not connected. They are what holds that core, that dark womb-like birthing area, if you like. So fires, things burning away, see from the higher perspective, eagle's point of view, third eye very much active this month, in expression, in how we speak, and in connection with the heart. So love and blessings, and thank you for your time.